So you did everything right, but your funnel is still not working. And in this video, we're going to talk a little bit about what you're doing and what you can change to fix it. So if that sentence is in your head right now, I want to show you what's actually happening, because you're probably closer than you think. And it's probably not for the reason that you would guess. So in the next few minutes, I'm going to show you the difference between the people who both have a problem in their business, where one of them is stuck, and then the other one where they will be fine. And the only difference between them is whether they can point to the leak in their business. So I've sat with practitioners who have done the foundational work. They've done the documents, they've done the courses, they've bought frameworks, they've tried everything, and no matter what they do, it's just not moving in the direction that they need it to. And it's really the same conversation that they keep having with themselves over and over and over again. And I see it across different fields as well. And what I've learned is that it's not anything to do with knowledge. Knowledge has very little to do with this. It's that they have a location problem. They can't pinpoint where the issue lies. So a lot of times people will come to me and they say, it's not working. I don't know what's going on. And it's not that they're being specific about what's not working, right? They're not saying that the calls aren't closing. They're not saying that nobody's clicking on the ad. I'm not getting people saying that they're getting the wrong people to begin with. Just, it isn't working. I don't know why, but I do know that something needs to change. And so every decision that you make when you're in this frame of mind is a guess. And they guess with making changes to their business. They might change the offer, the pricing, the ads, whatever it is. They're trying to change something because it feels like they need to do something to be productive. But when they can't actually pinpoint the issue in the business, that is really what is holding them back. And not only is it holding you back, but it's also exhausting because you're just guessing and you're not really sure what's going to move the needle. So what a lot of people do is they go out and they get more information. They buy another program, they get another coach, and they try another framework. And the problem with that is that it doesn't help. And usually that's because the information's good, but the information about how something should work is what's missing. So it's like finding a leak underneath your floor, okay? So you can read every book that was ever written about plumbing, and you still might not know what the pipe is. What's the source of that leak? So you don't necessarily need more knowledge about the piping, but you need to walk the house in order to find where the problem is, okay? So nobody teaches you how to walk that process, but everybody teaches you about the plumbing, right? So what you need to do is check every stage of your business in the order that a human actually moves through it, okay? So we're not looking for what's wrong necessarily, but we're going literally step by step. So did they stop scrolling to land on your content to begin with? Did enough new people see that? Did they respond to your invitation? Were they the right people when they got to you? And did they buy? So that's the same route, the same order every time with a number attached to each stage. We can measure that and test against that. And the first stage that's out of range, usually that's where the leak is. And I usually draw this because these are stages in a business. Let me zoom out here. These are all the touch points that somebody goes through when they interact with your business, right? They might see, for instance, either an ad or a billboard or a TV commercial or a flyer. This might be the first entry point into your business. Then, how many people got to the next stage of your business? Picture a restaurant. I give this example a lot. If you're a restaurant and you're visiting a town and you see a billboard for a really good steakhouse and you say to yourself and the family, let's go check that out, right? So first touch point, the billboard. Second touch point, did they actually go to the restaurant? Well, they showed up and they saw a menu in the window. So what do? They checked the menu first, right? So that's the second touch point. Did they get past looking at the menu? Was there something on there that they actually wanted? The next step is, did they enter the premises? Sometimes people go into a restaurant and they walk right back out. Maybe the restaurant's empty. Maybe it looks dirty. Maybe it's too crowded. But they enter it. Did they then sit down to order something? Is the question. And how many people did that? And what percentage? Each step of the way. Right? And did they get up and leave? Or did they stay? And what did they order? Right? So that's what we're really talking about here. So imagine that you walk your business and you find something that you have no idea how to fix. Okay, so you get to the last stage and it says, people are showing up and they're not buying and I don't know why. So you might think that that is a failure, but it's not. It's something to point at. It's something to inspect. And a person that can actually point to a problem and do something about it, well then you can learn about that problem. You can work on that skill. Maybe it's a skill of really angry customers leaving your restaurant because the food's not good. Maybe you can learn how to cook better or get a better chef or get better ingredients, right? You can hire somebody for that. You can do it yourself. And you can even ask the customers and get a testimonial from them. Did you have a good experience? What was your experience? It's not always going to be a positive, and you have to be willing to look at the negative as well. That way you can make adjustments in the business. So that's really the whole transformation. And once you can figure out where these leaks are in your business, these are little black holes in your business where somebody can get up and leave, that's where you can start recouping your lost revenue. And that is also how you can stop a leak from ever happening again. So just keep in mind that a bad number is not a verdict on you or the business. It's literally a finding. And the people who get out of this aren't the ones who never have problems. They're the ones who could say where the problem is. So my advice to you is to walk it in order. If you're running paid ads, walk it in order as well. If you have an ad that goes to a book a call funnel and people are not booking the call, there's a problem here. If they're booking the call and you're getting 10 plus calls a week and you're not able to close those people, that's a different problem. That's further downstream. That's something to do with the closing. But it also depends where this booking of the call occurs in the first place. Because if you're just doing a book a call as the first touch point, that might be your issue. people might not know enough about your offer. They might not know that you have a proven, repeatable process. They might not know that you have frameworks that prove that you can get somebody from A to Z in a systematic way that is repeatable for their business. So that's my spiel. Thanks for watching if you stuck around. It's a different video, but I'm in a different mood today. So I'll catch you guys soon.